Hello, welcome to the Flag Lair, everybody. I'm Mr. P. This is, of course, the Flag Lair, and this is my fourth live stream. So welcome. You're all welcome to come and join me today. We've got a Spanish theme today, and all things relating to Spain on flags, which is marginally different to what we originally planned. So I had originally planned for a sci-fi themed unboxing of flags today, but I've had to readjust my plans because of certain instances, of which I will come on to later, because it does play a big part in the flags that I've got. So come on, welcome, say hello, people. It'd be great to see you. Get chatting in the comments there, and we can get started and get cracking and talk about all things to do with Spanish flags. And part of I got these from most of my travels around parts of Spain, so that's why we're looking at that today. However, the reason I'm not doing the sci-fi opening flags today is because I wanted to get into a particular uniform, which I don't often have an excuse to wear, but I thought this would be a prime one. But the arm here is stopping me from actually putting on a uniform, so I thought I'd give that a miss. So there we go. But anyway, that's where we are. So I'm going to move that to next month, and we'll hopefully be able to get out of this and into science fiction flags next month. Plus I have a specific call to arms on that one as well, so stay tuned for next month's on that. But we're jumping way ahead there at the moment, so let's get rolling with here today. So as I say, welcome, thank you. Pop a message in the chat. You're more than welcome. I want to hear about your favorite flags, especially if it's got a Spanish theme around it. Let's get chatting. Let's have a look at what you've got here. Now I need to get rolling with the flags that I've got, and all will become revealed on why I have damaged my arm, because it is, would you believe, flag related that I have caused problems here. So yeah, but I'll come on to that because it does link quite closely to what we're talking about at the moment. So a few things. We'll talk about the Spanish flags in just a moment. We'll also have the winner of or a random person today who's involved and joining in, and if you're chatting in the chat, then one of you will receive a free flag. I've done 3 so far, winners over the past 3 months. This is month 4, well, it's April, so it would be. So yes, if you want to get involved, if you want to be in for a chance of winning a free flag, it could either be potentially a Bedfordshire flag like this, or indeed maybe a flagged for content flag, which I think is not that one because that's Azerbaijan, but I've got it hanging around somewhere. So if you want one, get involved, start chatting. Let's hear about the various flags of Spain that you've got. Now, just want to double check that you can hear me okay. Hi, Frederica. It's glad you can make it. I hope you're not ignoring family members to be here. So hi and welcome. But yes, can you hear me all right? Because I have positioned my microphone quite away, because I realized if I hang it up too high, then it does get caught in this monstrosity thing. I'm not going to be climbing any ladders today. I'm not allowed, so I'm just going to have to be pulling bits out of the flag layer as it is. Anyway, right, Spanish themes, Spanish flags. Let's get rolling. And I've got a metal flag to start off with. Now I picked this up while in. Let's just get that. Look at that. Let's get that in focus, and possibly a little bit of light as well. There we go. Oddly enough, this is the flag of Malaga. You can tell that because it's purple and green. The colours come from the coat of arms, which you can just see behind all the nonsense going on in the middle. Very busy flag, or very busy coat of arms, should I say, this one. But there we go. Anyway, this particular flag, not this actual one, but obviously the design of the flag, was officiated on the 20th of December 1975. So it'll be 50 years old later on this year. But the coat of arms was granted back in 1494, so just outdates the flag just ever so little bit, and has various castles and saints all over it. Saints who were martyred, so very, very basic medieval drama there. And what else have we got? It was, oh yes, the coat of arms. Right, the crown on the top, as you can see. Now, the crown appears a lot in Spanish flags of towns, cities, regions. So we'll come across the crown a few more times today. But the Spanish do love their crowns. Mind you, I guess they're a monarchy anyway. However, this particular flag, the design, you'll mostly find on official buildings and festivals, but you're not going to find it on beach towels, really, because it's not a beach towel material, well, especially this one, as it's metal. Anyway, flag of Malaga. I don't know why I ended up buying it as a piece of tin. However, it does sit nicely above my other flag over here, which is also on the wall, which is Andalucía. But we'll come back to that shortly. Anyway, Malaga, I like it because it's got purple in it, and there really isn't enough purple in flags. I'm sure we've mentioned that previously. Good afternoon, no, Conradson. I've probably butchered that, but anyway, have you already talked about the flags of Cantabria? Oh, no, I haven't, and I haven't got them either, but by all means, please do share if I've missed more of that, because I haven't, which is not from the region. Okay, so I'm not just covering this particular region, however, I do have a number, but by all means, do share. Do share what's going on there as well. Anyway, right, let's move on. So that was Malaga. I've now got another flag here, which is the flag of Granada, which I shall hold up thusly. There we are, very green and red, as you can probably see. Let's just hang on. I need to make sure I'm in the right position, so at least I can talk to you about Granada and not a flag that I haven't yet got to yet. Anyway, Granada, where are we? So crimson and green, as you can see. There's also the coat of arms slap bang in the middle. The flag design on the 6th of September 83 is when it became official, so it's been around a few years. Another crown, as you can see, on the top, and the pomegranate, there we go, is on the bottom there next to the castle. Now, the pomegranate, the word pomegranate in Spain is Granada, so the town is actually named after the fruit. So have some of that as a school day today. The coat of arms includes the where are we? Yes, various castles, kings, flags, lions, you name it, it's there. And what else have we got? Catholic monarchs. So right, yes, the Catholic monarchs in the middle here are King Ferdinand V, who's holding a sword, and Queen Isabel I. They're sitting there holding hands in the middle there. Isn't that sweet? Now, I find if anybody who knows me knows that flags with coats of arms are not my favourite. Now, the colour scheme that they've got, which is good, which I like, good red and green, it's very sort of Portuguese style, I guess, but it works well. And I'm guessing that the colours of the main flag come from elements of the coat of arms. It's just that coat of arms really don't fit in middles of flags. You know, we're going back to state flags in the US. But anyway, oh gosh, loads from Conradson, which is great. Oh, Santander. So now remind me, Santander more north of Spain, if I remember rightly, as opposed to the bank. Santander is the main city. Okay, right. Now I'm beginning to understand. Okay, excellent. I've not seen it. I will have to have a look at that one because I've not ventured into the northern Spain. I've kept very much south, probably because the weather's better, to be fair. But excellent. Thank you for sharing that, because that's great. I will definitely have a look at that. Right. Moving on. I could just point right up to the corner here to my little Andalucían flag, but it's probably easier if I just pull this one out. So the first of my big flags now, I can actually start putting it. Now I may just pull all this down, but we'll see. So if I get out of the way, actually if I getting out of the way, I might need to just turn my notes around slightly so I can get some of this right. But anyway, I do have, so there we go. That's better. Now you can pretty much see what's going on here. The flag of Andalucía, yes, adopted in 1918, so it's a little bit older than the other ones. The designer is Blas Infante, the so-called father of the Andalucían homeland. So there we are. The green is for the Hope and Islam, one of the main religions back many years ago in the territory. White is for peace, and we can see there that it features in the middle Hercules, and he's taming lions. Isn't he clever? Not wearing a great deal, but there we go. And around him are the Herculean pillars, the pillars of Hercules, as it's probably called. What else have we got? The motto translates to Andalucía for itself, for Spain, and for humanity, which is rather modest, I feel. And yes, the columns of Hercules, as I said, or the pillars, should I say, which appear, they're quite white here. The pillars of Hercules do appear a lot. We even talked about them last month when we did the redesign competition, because somebody had redesigned Gibraltar, which also houses the pillars of Hercules on them, but obviously this is Spain, and we probably don't want to talk too much about Spain and Gibraltar on this particular call. Anyway, right. Don't forget, for you guys, tell me which ones you like. Tell me which Spanish flags that you may already have at home, not necessarily just the national flag, but various other ones as well. And drop a hi into the comments as well. It'd be great to hear from you, just to say hello. Let's get involved, because it's not all just about me blabbering on throughout all of this. So yes, that's Andalucía. So we've those last three flags, Malaga, Granada and Andalucía, are all in the southern regions, and probably I think the most southern region of mainland Spain, unless anybody else wants to correct me on that one. I don't think that they probably could do it, but anyway, so we were off the mainland Spain. Malaga is part of Andalucía. Okay, good. So I'm all in the right place, and I've just realized that my phone is on noisy, so that's going to keep beeping if I don't switch that off. There we go, that's switched off. I can stick that conveniently back in here. This is not the sole reason why I'm wearing a sling, is to keep my phone on me, but there we go, seamless. Right, yes, Andalucía, done that one. Right, so let's move south from the southern regions of Spain to those islands in the Atlantic off the western coast of North Africa, to the islands of Canaries. And we start off, firstly, let me just move this out of the way so we can get a full impact of this one. This is the flag of Gran Canaria, not to be mixed up with the Canary Islands. This is, if I remember rightly, the largest island of the Canaries. And that's this here. We can see in the middle, what have we got here? Right in the right, look at the very bottom of the coat of arms, next to the palm tree, we've got the two dogs flanking the palm tree in the middle. Canary Insula, meaning the island of dogs. So the Canary Islands and Gran Canaria is all based around dogs, not yellow and green little canary birds. Nothing to do with this at all. The colours are based apparently on the old provincial colours. The central shield has a castle, lion, palm tree, as I said. It's all very much linked to the colonial visits, should I say, from the Spanish to the islands. Again, most of the island of Gran Canaria, you probably won't see this flying too much unless it's on a government building, or on such, or indeed if there's festivals and such. But you won't see it outside people's homes and such. Apparently, the flag that will get flown more than this one in Gran Canaria is the Canary Islands flag itself. But we'll come to that shortly. Again, look, more crowns on flags of Spain. So it just keeps us busy. Right, where are we? Okay, don't forget to say, drop in, say hello. It'd be great to hear from you. So if that's the flag of Gran Canaria, this here is the flag of the Canary Islands. So all of the Canary Islands fall under the following flag. And as you can see, right slap bang in the middle there are the dogs, with the 2, 4, 6, 7 islands of the Canaries, of which I thought there were 8, but there we go. Apparently there's 7. More crowns again, as you can see, and the top of it of Oceano, which is Latin for, oddly enough, ocean, as they're slap bang in the middle. I was going to say, not quite slap bang in the middle of the Atlantic, but there we go. The colour schemes of white, blue, and yellow is very oddly enough, white is for sky, blue is for sea, yellow is for sun and sand. So really quite a wish you were here holiday style flag, really. And this is a little more popular than most. There is a version of this without the coat of arms in the middle, which gets flown around a lot. And just as a side extra, this version, or this actual flag, I managed to get in Gran Canaria while I was there at the time. So I was rather pleased to get a Canary Islands flag from the area at the time, or they probably order it anyway, but I'm quite pleased with this one that it's come from where it should do as well. Have you got that one is Tenerife. I'll come on to Tenerife in a minute, but I'll come to Tenerife momentarily. Gran Canaria football team has Las Palmas uses yellow and blue colours. That's why. Okay, so the football team of Las Palmas uses the island flag. This one, which is that's good to know. It's good to know. So there is a link there, which is great. I haven't got Santa Cruz or Santa Cruz to Tenerife. You're probably jumping ahead on me on the Tenerife one at the moment. So just bear with. Hang on. Right. So Canary Islands. So while we're talking about Tenerife, there we go. Let me just go now. I'll apologise now straight away for this one, because the obvious piece is that it's not ironed, and I can't stand an unironed flag. However, with one arm, I found it difficult to iron this one, so I've left it as such. But here we are. It is the St Andrew's Saltire cross on it and blue. So yes, it does look a little bit like Scotland, which I happen to have over here as well. So this is my Scottish flag, and here is my Tenerife flag. I think really the only major difference is that the white saltire is larger on the Tenerife flag than it is on the Spanish one. That's the best you're going to get from me. It's a maritime flag, though, however, if I've got this right, and literally the shape of Mount Tide, which is the island's volcano. I don't know whether this is supposed to be the volcano at the bottom here, and at the top is the volcano erupting, which would be rather dramatic for a flag, if you ask me. But it ties in, I guess, to the island, if I've got that right. Its official use came in just 1989, so fairly recent there. And weirdly, unlike all the others, is a very plain and simple flag for the Spanish world, which is probably why I like it. And when I've got this one ironed, I will get both Scotland and Tenerife up on a flagpole at the same time, just to be annoying. Right, back, baby strolling, excellent. Oh, excellent. Oh, baby with grandmother. Brilliant stuff. Yes, Scotland, but no Tenerife. Tenerife. Is it Tenerife or Tenerife? suppose for most of us English speaking, we just drop the E, but I think it's Tenerife if you're Spanish and therefore pronouncing it correctly. Don't you know your flags? Thank you, Frederica. That's thank you. I know some of them, but then I do have them all written down here as well, so I don't forget them or tell you a load of nonsense. Tenerife, yes, okay. It's a Tenerife, yes. The first version of the name you used, was that right then? Okay. Gazillion, hello, welcome to this Spanish theme today. Right, now I've only got, weirdly, just one more Spanish flag to show you in my collection. I do have two more Spanish flags in my collection, but I've only got one of them here in the flag layer. The other one is on display, but shouldn't be anymore. But I'll explain on that in a minute. Anyway, the last flag I just wanted to show you from my Spanish arena is this one. Now, I need to make sure I get this right as well. Let's just get this over here. So, and yes, this is the blue estelada. Okay, need to make sure we get this right. So I'm bouncing back up to Barcelona and Catalonia and up the top of Spain again now. Now I put a few flags up for voting on YouTube's community tab, and this particular design, out of the 4 random Spanish flags I put up that I've shown you so far, this got the most votes. By probably about half the votes that came in voted for this one as their favorite design. So if you take away the blue chevron and white star and just keep the red and yellow, that's the Catalonia senyera flag for the region. This one, the blue estelada, is an independent Catalonian political movement flag, and was flown a lot several years ago. Now, I'm trying to remember, was it 2018 when they apparently declared independence from Spain? If you can remind me if I've got my dates right. But anyway, so this is, and yes, Federico, I think I've got this the right way up this time with the star. You'll be pleased to know. Thank you very much. After flying it upside down the other day, well spotted. There is what they call a red version of this, which is exactly the same style, but one is called red. Isn't in my head. So this one's called the blue one because it's got a blue chevron, whereas the red one actually has a yellow chevron with a red star in it, just to be different. Now, if I've got this right, this one, the blue one, lean more to the right of the political spectrum, whereas the red one with the yellow middle or yellow chevron leans more to the political left, more Marxism view. But the overall is that they're both pushing for or they're both representative of a group of people who want independence from Spain. Let's just see if I've got that one. They're trying to do something in the Scottish we were able to do. Okay, but the Spanish conservatives didn't allow it to happen. No, 2017. Yes, thank you, Frederic. Yes, I thought it was. So they held a referendum, but it wasn't officially recognised in that region. That, if I remember rightly, if I've got that one, the leftist Catalonian political party was founded by Romeo Franco. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, and the design of this was based on, if I've got this right, was based on the Cuban/Puerto Rican flag design. So if you can imagine those two, Puerto Rico and Cuba, you then get the idea of where this particular flag comes from with their independent movements that both those two countries had at the time. And just to shout out from Frederica that I think there is a different design of the flag where I've just dropped it now, where you can get, so yes, depending on what style of flag you get, depends on the location of not the location, but how the star sits. So this flag is obviously designed to be flown up a flagpole, whereas I think, Frederic, you were saying that there is another version where the point of the star actually points to the hoist, so you can hang it from windows, which if you go to Barcelona, for example, you'll see in abundance hanging from windows all the way over there. Radson, gosh, you've got a lot going on here, right? The leftist Catalonian political party was founded. Oh, I've covered that bit. Yes, General Franco's brother. Okay, right. Now it's all become. See, this is a real lesson in Spanish history today. So Franco and Franco's brother. Right, during the war, he was beside. Okay, yes, yours has the star pointing towards the hoist, Frederick. Okay. So between the two of us, we've got both stars of flags, which is great. So that's fantastic. Now, I was going to finish off showing you the flag of Spain. Not saying that you guys don't know what the flag of Spain looks like, of course, but I was going to pull it out at the end here underneath, which is not here. And the reason it's not here, as I say, is because it's still on display. Now, several weeks ago, I put up a display for NATO's birthday, which is probably about a month ago now, 3-4 weeks ago now, NATO's 79th birthday or 69th, but whichever one it was. So I put a display up with all the NATO country flags, of which Spain is one of them. And I was going to get them down just a few weeks ago. And that's where the arm comes into play. That taking the flags down didn't quite go to plan, and this is why it's a flag-related injury. You've got to be careful with these things, because I fell off a stool while retrieving some of these flags. The flags are still hanging up. I was on the floor at that one, so hence the arm not looking too great. That was a couple of weeks ago now, so I'm hoping all goes to plan. Not long after I've finished all of this, then I can dash off to the hospital to get this cast removed, because at the moment it is all bandaged up and it's a little bit uncomfortable. So I just need to get it out and stretch, which is a bit painful. Anyway, right, what else have we got going on here? See, a couple of days ago during St. George, it is the date of the reading in Barcelona. The date for reading in Barcelona. Date for reading? Reading. What are they reading in Barcelona on St. George's Day? Or they now, St. George's Cross appears in the Barcelona city flag. Does it? Is the Barcelona city flag quadrant flag, of which St. George's flag is in top, I don't know, top and bottom opposite each other, if I remember rightly. Yeah, flag-related injury. Yes, it was. Most Catalonians want to remain in Spain. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, to be fair, this is a much prettier flag than just the senyera Catalonian flag. It's just got a bit more going on, but I get that. Yes, St. George's in Barcelona flag. Right, excellent. Okay, during St. George's Day, people in Barcelona give a rose and a book as presents. Okay, and that was just the other day. If I remember rightly, then I'm guessing that St. George is the patron saint of the city of Barcelona. Gosh, I'm pulling this out of the hat now. And it's also St. George. No, sorry, this is also in the Barcelona Football Club badge, isn't it? Yes. The yellow and red, obviously not. I did cover that, I think, in a recent episode. So I do have an episode to come out around Barcelona. In fact, it's just being edited as we speak. So when I was in Barcelona earlier this year, in fact, I was there for New Year. This New Year just coming. So I did film about the Barcelona city flag. I do touch on the regional flag, Barcelona, as well as the senyera and the various different versions of this particular flag as well. So I've got all that to come. So that should be out hopefully fairly soon. So it's another one to look forward to. The Crown of Aragon, yes. I'm trying to think what I'm talking about with the Crown of Aragon. But Crown Radson, you've got, I think, all the details there anyway, which is great. So yes, I don't have a Spanish flag, which is ironic for a live stream about flags of Spain, but they're the ones I've got of Spain, and that's. I just wanted to show you that last one. I don't have it. I don't have it with me, which was rather annoying. However, I was surprised that I've quite how many Spanish flags I do possess. Most Catalonians want to remain in Spain. Yep. I think things have probably settled down since 2017, 18 in that area. In Spain, you may buy a cheap one in Chinese stores. Yes, you probably can with these flags. When and where do you get your flags? Right. So mostly, Frederick, I get the flags from the internet thing. And I do go on eBay and Amazon a lot and just have a quick shop around. I do, of course, use, and in fact, let's just get this here. So this is my package. This is my yes, it's a package from Germany, which has got my science fiction flags in, which I got from Amazon, which I still have yet to open, which I was going to open today, but I can't. So they're still sitting there. So I do get them from Amazon, eBay. I have had a few from obviously Mr. Flag, even when he's made me some as well. I'm just trying to reach around of Mr. Flag. Oh, look, there it is. So Mr. Flag, for example, made my Flags in Focus flag. I also do have flags from Flags for Good as well. And for example, oh yes, so I don't think, can you, yes you can. So for example, the, what do you call this one? The refugee flag is one of the Flags for Good flags which I've got there. And I also I've got one or two flags from Flag Monkey all the way in Australia, which is a bit of a trek from here. I didn't go and visit. There is this thing called a postal service, which is great. And then I've started to try and buy flags from the actual country now. So recently, the ones in, oh yes, here we go. Not that you can see it because it's all tucked under. But for example, Poland, when I was there last year, and I did manage to buy this from Poland, which I was quite pleased with. And as I said earlier, my Canary Islands flag did come from the Canary Islands. I was quite pleased with that one as well. And I did, this is a long answer, Frederick, and I did, oh, it's under so many flags. I did get this, oh, if I pull this out, I think I'm going to pull everything out, but it would be not quite magicianly. Here we go. While I've got you then, seeing that you asked, let's show you. See, the trouble is I can't spread my arms out. But anyway, so while I was in this particular country, this is also from one of the shopkeepers in a sales street in Algeria. So in Algiers, I got this one as well. And then when I was in Tunis, in Tunisia, there's a nice little flag shop in Tunis, worth a visit when you're passing by. Had an array of flags, and I bought, oddly enough, Tunisian flag, as well as there's one hanging right at the back. You can probably just see it hiding behind back here. It sits over here. Just, oh look, there's a bit of a crescent. Anyway, it's yes, that's where I get a lot of my flags from all over. But I am trying to start picking up flags at the locations that I'm actually visiting, as I should do, I should state. Right, what else have we got going on in here without looking too much at my balding head? Anyway, cheap wild flags. I bought one to attend to the Hyde Park Festival. Oh, Hyde Park. So whereabouts? I'm guessing you're in the UK then, are you, Conradson? Brought one to attend the Hyde Park Festival featuring a Black Sabbath. Oh, Motorheads. Okay, yeah. Oh gosh, 4th of July 2014. Goodness, doesn't time fly? As that's over, well, nearly 11 years ago now. Excellent. So that's obviously sorry, I'm just reading Conradson's comments about being in Hyde Park 11 years ago now. Do you know the Cartagena flag? No. Cartagena. No, I don't know that one as well. So if you want to, I'm going to have to go away and have a look at all of these and make sure that I can find out what's going on here. Cartagena means Cartagena over with new. I'm sure you can read that. I don't need to read you the comments as well. In the Spanish city. Okay, right, that's fine. And founded in, oh gosh, 225 BC. Golly, that's going back a bit. Anyway, yes, this is my purchases of flags, and I still buy more and more flags, and I really shouldn't, but it's difficult not to buy more flags, to be quite frank. And in fact, I've got just to add. See, I've got one here that I haven't even opened yet. Now, this is a Scottish flag. It's a Scottish county flag of Moray, which is where I used to live many previous life, quite frankly. So now I've got the flag of the county that I used to live in, again, purchased from somewhere in... Anyway, your mic is peaking, I think. Turn it down. Oh, maybe I shouldn't shout so much. That's probably half of it. I get too excited about these sorts of things. Anyway, as I said, I do have to at some point get off to the hospital to get this cast removed. So I did want to just cover a couple more things. So next month, I've got a video about the Netherlands. So while I was in Amsterdam last year with my boy, who's a little bit older than yours, I think, Frederick, I don't know how he's gone 20. I don't know how that's even a thing. He tolerated basically me doing a video of the flag of Amsterdam and of Netherlands. So that's due out next week. That'll be there. I've got a flag unboxing already done before I was in a cast as well. But I do have some more what I've called Flags in 50 Places episodes due to come out. I've got San Marino, North Macedonia, Kazakhstan, and of course Mauritania, which I'm off to next week, so I can get the Mauritania episode done and finished with as well. And that's literally about it. I must say thank you ever so much for joining in and being here today. Apologies it wasn't the original planned episode of the sci-fi version, which is what I really wanted to have with a theme. But as I say, I'm going to do that, fingers crossed, next month. So if you've got any science fiction flags that you can think of or have that you want to share with us next month, then by all means, it'll be on the last Friday of May. So keep an eye out on that. And it just leaves me to pull out a particular winner of today who's joined in. And to be fair, it can only be one person who will receive a free flag, and that's got to go to Conradson for being so involved today. Thank you ever so much for all your comments. I will reach out to you shortly and we can sort out addresses, and I will get a free flag sent merrily on its way to you, just as a thank you for getting involved with some great comments, great thoughts, and some great flags which I have yet to go and have a look at. It's all about learning is the world of vexillology, I find, and I must admit every day's a school day when I'm looking at flags, admittedly, even ones that I think I know the stories and histories behind. There's always something more that comes out. Anyway, sci-fi flags from the Expanse. And yes, I do have the flag of Mars from the Expanse in that box there. So I'll be revealing that one, because I think that's probably one of the best flags of Mars. But we are jumping 4 weeks ahead of ourselves there. But yeah, I'm on the same wavelength as you on that one, Frederick. Okay, so anything else? Cadiz is the oldest city in Western Europe, founded by the Phoenicians around 3,000 years ago. See, full of data. I will have to have a good read of some of these comments. So thank you, Conradson, as I say. And as I say, I will reach out to you to make sure that I can get a flag sent to you on its way to you. Right. On that, then, I will bid you farewell. Thank you for coming along this month as well. There are 3 other previous months we've done with this. And as I say, you can join me again next month, same time, the last Friday of the month at 12:45 UK time, whatever time it happens to be at that time. Next month it'll be British summertime. So join me there, and until then, I shall be off. And take care and look after yourselves, and just be careful of your flag-related injuries, because some of them can be quite dangerous. Anyway, until then, be seeing you